Old by M. Night Shyamalan or Snake Eyes. That was the decision for a movie that I had to see early. And I chose Old because I looked at the trailer for Snake Eyes and I'm like, yeah, this doesn't really look good. I haven't seen that movie yet, but already I think I made the wrong decision. Hey everybody, my name is Brandon, aka the BrandoCritic. Thank you guys so much for being here. But if it's your first time here, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. But today I'm going to tell you whether or not Old is worth a watch. But before that, make sure you check out my partners at Movie Scene Canada in the link in the video description box below. But we're talking about Old today. Is this movie worth a watch? No. It just isn't. And as soon as this movie started, I could tell that this is an M. Night Shyamalan movie. The clunky, weird dialogue, the unnatural acting, the obvious direction. This feels like an M. Night Shyamalan movie. And it sucks to say, but that's the film's biggest flaw. And I'm not just saying that because I don't like M. Night Shyamalan or anything. I've liked his films in the past, and I think any filmmaker can make a great movie. I think they all have the ability to do so. But the main issue with this movie, to me, is that the characters do not feel like real people. Now, I'm not an expert or anything, but I'm gonna bet you dollars to donuts that you guys have never been to a beach that makes you age really quickly, right? I don't think that's ever happened before. But I'm gonna assume that sure, people are gonna act pretty hysterical if that happens, right? Like if a mother sees their child just grow up right in front of her eyes and then yet she's dying at the same time, like everyone's aging at the same rate, you're gonna get some hysteria going on. But the problem is, in this movie, there's no character to connect to be brought into this scenario or world, right? Think of a movie like Star Wars, and I get it that this film and Star Wars are two totally different films, but Luke Skywalker as a character was relatable, right? We could latch ourselves onto him, and when he's learning about the world, we're learning about the world too. He's kind of a vessel into the new world, right? Harry Potter with Harry Potter, Frodo, Lord of the Rings. I get it, I'm using the big franchises here as an example, but in this movie, there is no character for us to connect with or latch onto to be brought into this scenario. The actions and the decisions that these characters make, the way that they speak and interact with one another, is so unnatural that it doesn't feel real. So you cannot really understand or really care about what's happening when the people inhabiting this world are just these really strange aliens. They're not people. And on top of that, the editing and the pacing is just all out of whack. Now, is that some creative decision to say that time is moving really, really fast, so our movie's pacing and editing is going to be all wonky and weird? I mean, I don't know. I think that's a bit pretentious if they decided to do that, because it's like, this doesn't feel natural. This doesn't feel like it makes any sense. For a majority of this movie, it's a clunky and uneven mess, right? Now, the concept is mildly interesting. A bunch of people on vacation go to this beach, and when you get to this beach, they start to age extremely quickly. Totally cool. Totally awesome M. Night Shyamalan concept. And there was a moment near the end, and I won't spoil it, but it's that eureka moment. You understand why this is happening, how this is happening, what's going on behind the scenes, and I'm like, okay, all right. And you start to do a double take, and you're like, okay, maybe I really like this movie. I understand what's trying to be done here. But to be honest with you, that's what makes this film even more frustrating, because they have this concept that really could work. And I think in the hands of a better director or a different screenwriter or just another approach could have been really unique, fresh and exciting and creepy. But the characters, man, why were they directed this way? Why did they act this way? Why did they do the things they were doing? It was so clunky and uneven, and the tone is supposed to be mysterious and scary and full of intrigue, but honestly, the characters are so unnatural that it's just awkward, and it's almost funny, right? You're not supposed to be laughing at the character decisions in a horror film, or a thriller, or a mystery, or a movie like this. Now, yes, there was one funny line where it was intentionally funny, and I laughed out loud. So whoever wrote that line, or whose decision it was to put that in there, great work. I was hysterically laughing because you were supposed to. But when you're laughing at moments that are supposed to be tense, that's when there's something wrong here. And honestly, when you get to that eureka moment where I'm like, okay, I'm doing a double take on this movie. Okay, I understand where they were trying to go with it. It's almost too late at that point. And honestly, when people are watching this in the theater, or especially at home, I don't think many people will even get to that point. I think a lot of people, just average moviegoers, will be watching this movie and just like me going, what in the world is going on? What are these characters doing? This is just so bizarre. Off, turn it off. They won't even give the film a chance to even get to that point. And that's a problem. That's a problem with just having the movie be clunky and uneven and unnatural and just, this was a disappointing watch, guys. It was disappointing because there was potential. And they blew it. Yes, guys, I'm giving Old a 1 out of 5. And I know some people are saying that this movie was fresh and unique, and I do agree with them, but I just think it was handled the completely wrong way. But what about you guys? What is your favorite M. Night Shyamalan movie, and have you seen Old? Tell me what you guys thought about it. Am I just out to lunch on this one? If you guys really enjoyed this movie, by all means, go for it in the comment section. Tell me what I'm missing. Tell me why you think this film was great, and if you think it's great, more power to you. I wish I was you. You were the one who got to see a great movie here. So trust me, I'm jealous of you in this scenario. But regardless, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you guys want to see more videos just like this, then definitely hit like and subscribe. I really do appreciate all the support, and I will see you guys in the next one. Take care.